like hair. Click it.
If you don't like girls with stretch marks, think of how many stretch marks you gave your mother when she carried you in her womb for 9 months, and how none of them were worth it because you grew up and turned out to be a piece of shit.
Hey, go on, man. Do you know what she said at the end of that video? That you grew up to be a piece of S. You know, I had to cut that out. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, come on, man. I mean, you know, what was she talking about? Was she talking about men or women? I didn't get that one. But I think I seen her in another one of the videos I had to record, and she be hating on men. This female be hating on men big time. And I don't know what happened to her in her life, you know, or what, you know what I'm saying? Or she just don't like men, period. But I think she made a video saying that how come women have to be answered by Mrs. and, you know, to connected to a man, some crazy stuff like that. But man, I mean that if you don't like stretch marks, okay, I'm trying to. What does that have to do with anything? If somebody don't like stretch marks, they just don't like stretch marks, right? I mean, what does that have to do with anything? You know? And who is she referring that to? The men or the women? I'm guessing it's the men, you know. But I didn't catch her name. You know, I didn't catch her name. Next time I'm gonna catch her name and her, you know, and her channel, you know, because she's something else. Man, just totally blatant disrespectful. I mean, if somebody doesn't like something, they don't like it. Everybody have their preference, right? You know, so why you gotta come out so hard like that? Anyway, you know, it takes all kinds. And, you know, in this day and age, you know, people, you know, got people that got hang-ups, you know. You would look at her and say, oh, wow, she's pretty and stuff like that. That's why, you know, one of my videos I did with my son, I said, just because a female looks beautiful and looks pretty, because we have that knee-jerk reaction. We look at them like, wow, you know, wow, she's pretty. You know, and we overlook a average-looking, you know, if you want to call it, because beauty's out of the eyes of the beholder, but we look at what some might say average-looking female, and overlook her for that, you know, one that's very attractive. But once you get to know them and you be around them, you know, all that attractiveness starts to fade away, you know, because, you know, it just turns you off. And you don't even think, you think, now you're looking at her like she's ugly, you know, because her insides are ugly, you know. Some people.